Hi everyone, I'm Saumya, a software engineer at Red Hat and an educator. Today we are going to learn Kotlin from scratch. This is going to be a complete crash course on Kotlin. But before we deep dive into the tutorial, make sure you check out our free masterclasses by industry leading expert on Scalar's event page. Link is in the description. In this module, I will explain each and everything about Kotlin. If you already know any other object-oriented programming language like C++, Java, etc., or even if you are a complete beginner in the tech world, don't worry at all. I will make the concepts super duper simple for you. You will understand even the complex concepts very easily. So first of all, I will talk about what is Kotlin, why Kotlin, and where Kotlin is used. So let's get started. Talking about what is Kotlin. So Kotlin is a statically typed object-oriented language. It targets mainly three platforms, mainly three things. Number one, JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, and Android as well as JavaScript. Okay. So in the Android domain, Kotlin is doing something crazy. Anything which Java can do, it can handle all those stuff, and on top of that it provides plenty of extra features. It's simple, sweet, precise, and many features are there. I will share with you the entire timeline of Kotlin, how it came into picture, why it is used, where is it used, and in 2023-24 is it a good idea for you to learn Kotlin or not. So it can do anything which Java can, and it combines object-oriented and functional programming features. So if you have already read about OOPS, that is object-oriented programming language, you would be knowing some of the features like encapsulation, inheritance, what are classes, objects, and so many things are there, right? So it somewhere combines the features of both object-oriented as well as functional programming languages. But remember that it is object-oriented language and not functional language. Okay, it was developed and maintained by JetBrains. It's open source. Yes, the code is publicly available, and it was released under Apache 2 OSS license. So this is kind of history of Kotlin when it was launched way back in 2016. So yes, it is a fresh new programming language in the tech world, and as soon as it was launched, about 156k, that is 156,000 developers were using Kotlin, and its use case has been rapidly increasing. You can see from 2016 to 2017 there is a significant rise, and this gap in just 1 year is just incredible. So you yourself would be thinking, if so many developers are adopting Kotlin, they are using it, so obviously there would be something special in this language, right? And one of the reasons of this significant rise from 2017 to 18 is in Google I/O. In Google I/O 2017, Kotlin was declared as the official language for developing applications for Android development. So that might also be one of the reasons of this significant rise. This language is modern, it is pragmatic. What pragmatic means is it is not very much based on theoretical stuff. It believes in practicality. It works on stuff like, if you notice old programming languages, maybe Java or any such thing for that matter, so they are somewhere heavily based on theoretical concepts, right? But it is pragmatic. It focuses on the practical use cases. If you go on developing application, right? So obviously as a developer, you want many stuff to be automated. You want something to be taken care of by the language itself, right? Maybe null safety or those crashes which we get in our application because of minor mistakes. So yes, it is based on practicality, and yes, obviously it is modern programming language. And this is the timeline of Kotlin. In 2010 the project was started, so the logo was also kind of not finalized. they started it with this something similar to Java. I mean, we use a kind of coffee and that Java symbol, if you are aware of, right? So it was based on something. They were trying to make a logo something similar, because obviously Kotlin is based on kind of top of Java. It provides everything that Java provides you, and obviously there are plenty of extra stuff that Kotlin can handle for you. So yes, in 2010 it was started. In 2016, Kotlin 1.0 was released, and then in 2017, as I told you in the slide, that it became the official language for Android. I mean, official support for this was declared by Google in their event Google I/O. And then in 2018, Kotlin 1.3. And yes, I mean, year-wise, every time new release keeps on coming, like in every programming language, or if we talk about frameworks as well, if you go in JavaScript, React, any domain for that matter, so obviously so many releases, updates are always there, right? The same is true with Kotlin as well. Kotlin is a programming language for JVM, for Android browsers, as well as native. So these are kind of main focus areas where Kotlin is heavily used, right? JVM, Java Virtual Machine, Android, your Android applications. So if you know, there are 3 kind of applications which are developed, that is totally based on the operating system. I mean, if you talk mainly, there are 2 types of operating systems, right? The first one is obviously Android, and second is iOS. So the application developed for Android platform, they are Android application. The ones which are developed on for iPhones, etc., they are called they are called as iPhone applications. I mean, that go live on App Store, while the application that we develop for the Android platform, they go live on Google Play Store, right? So yeah, for both of these, for this one, Swift or Objective-C, such languages are used. And for developing Android applications, Kotlin, Java, these are used. And nowadays there is also concept of developing or writing code once, and yes, that application will run on all kind of platforms, all kind of operating systems. So if you code in Dart, Flutter, etc., so yes, I mean, you can develop application that works on cross platforms as well. Alright, let's move ahead. And yes, again summarizing, it is object oriented. Kotlin is object oriented language and a better language than Java, but still it is still be fully interoperable with Java code. I mean, there are plenty of big live projects which have mix of both the files, the Java file as well as Kotlin file. I mean, many of my friends who are working in some of the startups, Indian startups like Myntra, Paytm, etc. So what they are doing, their Android application, the big softwares that they have written are heavily in Java, and now they are slowly migrating from Java to Kotlin. Why? Because I mean, you will understand yourself after the end of the module 1. It provides a lot many extra features. It's so crisp, simple, precise. If I am writing any piece of code in 10 lines using Java, then I can do the same thing in Kotlin in maybe 5 or less than 5 lines. I mean, it is this much precise and developer friendly. As a developer, you will love this language, Kotlin. It is sponsored by Google and announced as one of the official languages for Android development in 2017. So I already told you that Kotlin is pragmatic, it has good tooling, and yes, it is from JetBrains. Toolings like it has code completion, navigation, refactorings, inspection. So all those features which are there for any old industry standard programming language, everything you can get with Kotlin as well. So in Android Studio, which is used for developing Android application, you will get some inbuilt facilities, inbuilt options of converting the code into Kotlin. Let's say if you wrote something in Java, you save the .java file, right? You will get the option to convert that .java file directly into Kotlin with the help of those plugins, with the help of those options which are provided to you in the software in the Android Studio. And yes, it can be easily mixed with Java code. You can have Java and Kotlin, both the codes, both the files in just one project. It is possible, and that's why and how so many people are able to use it. Because if, let's say, it was not possible to keep both the files together, then obviously those big softwares, those big open source projects, and the companies like Myntra, etc., who are changing themselves, who are slowly migrating from Java to Kotlin, they would have not done that, right? It is only possible because they both support each other, and they both can stay in the same project. Yes, it is modern, concise, safe, and expressive. I will explain each and every concept, why it is concise, safe, everything soon. So this is the extension, the plugin which I was talking about. So you can easily convert your Java file into Kotlin with the help of these inbuilt functionalities. Okay, and yes, it is concise because it drastically reduces the amount of boilerplate code that you write, and it is safe. It avoids entire classes of errors like null pointer exceptions. So if you have been writing code in Java, if you have been developing Android applications, especially in Java, you would be knowing about the pain that the null pointer exception errors give you. So with the help of Kotlin, you will stay safe there, and it is interoperable as well, 100% with Java. It supports Android browser as well as native. And yes, it is tool friendly. It provides excellent tooling because obviously it is coming from JetBrains, and JetBrains has a good history of providing good IDEs, good languages, etc. So it is concise. Then Java, you would need to write approximately 40% fewer lines of code when compared to Java. And yes, it is interoperable with Java, and you will never face any difficulty using Kotlin in any Java project. It is feature rich as well. It provides several advanced features like operator overloading, lambda expression, string templates. So down the line in the coming modules, I will be explaining all the advanced concepts as well. So yes, stay tuned. And it is very easy. It is easy to learn programming language. If you have come from maybe Java background, C++, etc., you would find it very, very easy to learn Kotlin. I mean, everything is almost same as compared to those languages. A bit of here and there syntax changes. It's much more simple, smooth, and developer friendly. Now that you have a bit of idea of what is Kotlin and how it is better, the entire timeline history of how it came into picture, how many developers started using it, and in 2017 it was announced as the official language for Android, all those things. You have a basic idea of Kotlin, right? Its features, everything. Now let's talk about where Kotlin is exactly used. So if you remember in the earlier slides as well, I told you there are three major applications of Kotlin, the programming language. So you can use it to build Android applications. Kotlin can also compile to JavaScript, making it available for the front end, and it is also designed to work well for web development and server-side development as well. And if you remember, I told you it works well for JVM as well, that is Java Virtual Machine, right? Awesome. Kotlin used by industry giants. So these are some of the organizations that are heavily relying on Kotlin as the programming language: Pinterest, Coursera, JetBrains, Atlassian, Gradle, and the list is really very long. So the application of Kotlin, the programming language, is vast. I mean, when I was in university, so I contributed to several programming projects, open source projects, and they were heavily using Kotlin. I mean, they were kind of slowly migrating from Java to Kotlin in GCI, that is Google Code, in 2019. I was one of their mentors for the two projects, Mifo's organization and nitaB.org. So both of these organizations, the open source organization, had a good number of Android projects, mobile app projects, and they were written in Java. So in that competition, in that open source program, basically Google Code, a lot many issues were there which were just about converting the feature written in Java into Kotlin, and like developing new enhancements and adding fixes, fixing bugs, etc. A lot many issues were there, and heavily Kotlin was being promoted. So yeah, I mean, Kotlin is now in 2023-24, it has been already well tried, tested by so many developers. And yes, it's a good decision to go ahead with Kotlin, especially if you target to learn how to build native application, native Android application. So now let's talk about how we can set up the Kotlin development environment. Okay, so there are two things. Number one is the Kotline Playground, which is so simple and easy. It's just a URL which you can click, you can open, and you can start writing your Kotlin code there. So you won't need to download anything in your laptop, in your system. And yeah, I mean, it's very fast. You just write your code to just understand the syntaxes, like how variables are created in Kotlin, how this thing, that syntax, everything is done. You can try test everything in the Kotlin Playground. And apart from that, the second way is obviously IDE. So any IDE which supports Java, on which you can write Java code, that will perfectly work fine for Kotlin as well. You can either use IntelliJ, you can go with Eclipse, any IDE for that matter you can use. Okay, yes, I mean, let me first help you take a tour of Kotline Playground, and after that we will do the IDE thing as well. So if you open up your favorite web browser and just type Kotline Playground, so the first link that you will get here, Kotline Playground, that is play.kotlinlang.org. This is the official link from the Kotlin language, the platform itself. And if you scroll down a bit, the second link that you see here is from Android. Why? Because I already told you that in 2017 Google I/O, Kotlin was announced as the official language for developing Android applications, right? So they also are popping up that try Kotlin and practice what you have learned so far. Type your code in the window below and click the button to run it. So we will first go with this one, the official Kotline Playground. So this is the interface. It's pretty simple, and UI UX is also quite appealing, right? So here different versions of Kotlin are available. You can see it is for JVM, for different things. You can try it out. So basically, let me explain you what is written over here. So fun is a keyword in Kotlin. Like in Java, you will have heard about the final keyword, right? So in the same way, fun is a keyword. To create functions in Kotlin, to create functions, we have this keyword fun, okay? And then main is the name of the function here. And here in the braces, we can pass parameters. Don't worry at all if at this point you are not understanding these words like functions, parameters, etc. So I'll explain it when we go back in iPad. So right now I'm giving you a tour of Playground, the Kotline Playground, okay? Fun is a keyword, main is the name of the function. You can give it any name for that matter. And then this is the curly braces to pass the parameters, right? So meanwhile, in the comment section, do one thing. Let me know if you already know any other programming language. If you already are aware of any programming language, then it will be very easy for me to explain things. I mean, you already would be knowing what are functions and why do we pass parameters in function, etc. If you already know, then let me know in the comment section, okay? I'll read all the comments. So fun, the keyword, name of the function, and then we'll pass the parameters. This is the opening and the closing curly braces, okay? Basically this is the body of the function. To write comment you can just follow the old method, just 2 slashes, yeah. And this is the body of the function, and then I want to print hello world. So whenever we learn anything new, so the first thing that we do is hello world, be it if we are going to learn app development, so hello world application or hello world code in C++, Java. So in school days in 11th standard I learned C++. At that time also the first code that I wrote was hello world, right? And yeah, I mean this is kind of the standard culture of the tech world. So print ln, with the help of this I'm telling it that okay, I want to print something, right? And then I am giving it the message that I want to print hello world. Okay, so if I run it, you will see a simple message here that is hello world. Okay, because obviously right now I just have this print ln line. So as you can see, it is showing you the message hello world. If I change it to, let's say, hello from scalar, and if I run it again, so it should now show hello from a scalar. So yes, this is the output message that you are able to see here. So you got a basic overview of the playground, right? So maybe in the other modules when I'll teach you everything, we'll start with variables, what are variables, what are functions, everything we'll discuss in detail in Kotlin, the syntax. Okay, so before that, let me also help you understand the ID part as well, just in case you don't want to do stuff here on the Kotline Playground. Then you can also install any IDE. So let's say I want to install IntelliJ. So install IntelliJ. So basically I had IntelliJ installed already, but I uninstalled it to show it to you, I mean how you can go about it. Okay, so this is the official website from JetBrains. Installation guide is available here. Depending upon which operating system you are using, Windows, Mac, you can follow the instruction. Okay, for Windows, this is the set of instruction that you can follow. Right now I am on Mac, so I have the experience of using all the 3 operating systems, and yeah, like all have their own pros and cons. So since I am on Mac OS, so I will follow this instruction. So I will download the disk image from the toolbox. Alright, so I'll go here, and the DMG, this is available here. I'll just click on download. Thank you for downloading, and just click save. So it will do the download for me. And after that, one thing that you must have is install Java. So if I go and type here terminal, so if you open up your terminal and type Java version, so right now Java is installed in my machine, in my laptop. Java 19 is installed. So if it is not installed in your laptop, make sure you install Java as well. Okay, so install Java, just write this, and yeah, I mean after that you will get plenty of handy articles, blogs. So this is from java.com, how do I install Java. So you can follow either of this. Okay, if I click this one, so I mean for any installation, be it IntelliJ, be it Git, Java, anything, you will get a good number of resources available, because before you already thousands of developers have written code, right? Perfect. So this is the instruction to download Java for Windows, and like yeah, based on again which operating system you are using, you can install it. You can go ahead and read this documentation as well. They have explained it quite in detail with the screenshots, etc. Right, so right now I'm not on Windows, so I can't show you exactly how to go about installing on Windows, but obviously these tips are pretty much simple and easy to understand. Like on the IntelliJ, the official website itself, you will get all the details based on your operating system. Okay, so if I open it up, the file that I installed, so I just have to drag it into the applications folder, and after that I will search for IntelliJ. IntelliJ. Okay, let's maybe come in the launchpad, and here, okay, it installed the toolbox for me, the complete toolbox. Let's see. Okay, so right now I have a studio by this JetBrains, the toolbox install, right? I want to install the first one, that is IntelliJ IDEA. This is ultimate, right? If you scroll down, this community edition is something which we want. Okay, so IDE for Java and Kotlin enthusiasts, install. Okay, so it is downloading, it is installing IntelliJ for me. Okay, once the installation will be done, I'll open it up and write a short quick program in Kotlin to explain everything to you, so that everything is crisp and clear in your mind. Okay, so IntelliJ is now installed in my laptop, in my machine, and now I will try to create a new project, and I will write the code in Kotlin programming language and run it and show you the output. Okay, so I hope till now everything is clear. You got to know what is Kotline Playground. It's super duper simple. I mean, the website is there, you just have to write your code, right? Quite easy. And after that, if you want to do the same thing in IDE, for that you can install any IDE. If you already are using any like Eclipse or anything, you can write your code there as well. And make sure you have Java installed in your laptop, in your system. For installing, let's say if you want to code on IntelliJ only, IntelliJ IDEA, make sure you download the community version only. All these tips are explained here in detail. Now I'm not sure which operating system you are using, so let's say if you are on Linux, you can download the Torpor, extract, and like everything. This is step by step, everything is written here. Here you have to download .exe, run the installer, and wizard would be there. You just have to follow the next steps kind of thing. So I hope this much part is clear, right? And you can do a standalone installation as well directly, like instead of the IntelliJ, the JetBrains, the toolbox. Like right now what I did, I installed the toolbox app, and from there I installed the IntelliJ community version. You can do direct installation as well of IntelliJ IDEA. You can just use these set of instruction, the bullet points which are written here, right? A lot many options are available here, right? Perfect. So after the installation, let's now click on new project, and here you can see, I mean, a lot many options are here, generators are available here. And before that, let me show you a brief of this as well. So here customization options are available. If you want to change the theme to light, dark, to anything, you can do that. For now I prefer this, and this is the font size, like the size of the code which you will be writing. Plugins are here. You can install plugin based on your needs. And then this is learn section. You can learn to program, you can start and blah blah. A lot many options are here, tip of the day, etc. So for now, let's click on new project. Okay, I will name it Hello Kotlin project. This is the location. Wherever you want to save your project, you can do that, right? And this is the JDK. So basically in my laptop, I showed you earlier as well, when I write Java version in the terminal, Java 19 is installed, so it picked up the same JDK. You can add JDK as well, you can download JDK as well, you can do multiple stuff here. And yes, then Android ID plugin, Kotlin multi-platform, a lot many options are available for you here, right? You can go ahead with this as well. For now I want to keep it simple. Okay, they are expecting, so if you see here, it is expecting some like Maven archetype, etc. That is because we selected here the generator Maven, right? For now, we don't want to go ahead with any generator. We just want a simple new project in Kotlin. So I just have to go here in new project, and here I will write Kotlin hello Kotlin, or anything. You can give it the name test as well, because it is your maybe the first program written in Kotlin, right? So hello Kotlin, this is the name of the project, and after that this is the location. You can change it based on your requirement. Language, I want to write code in Kotlin this time. Build system, and JDK is 19. If you haven't yet installed Java, you can do it directly from here as well. Download JDK and it will do it for you. And it's up to you if you want to add sample code or not. For now I will. And let's go ahead and click on create. So this will create a sample project for me, a sample Kotlin project, in which some sort of sample code will be present, because I clicked yes in that option, right? So if I maximize this, they are telling me what's new in IntelliJ. For now I'm not interested in that. So this is your project, right? This is your simple Kotlin code. So you saw the similar thing here in Kotline Playground as well, and you are doing the same stuff here in IntelliJ. Till now, if you have faced any issue, any bug in installing and downloading the IDE or while creating the project, let me know in the comment section. I'll help you in resolving the issue. Okay, so here if you see, there are multiple options available on the, just notice the cursor of my mouse. So here you can see hello Kotlin, the directory is there. Inside that you have multiple folders. .idea folder is there. For now that is of no use for us. This one, the src folder, is very important for us. Okay, inside this you have main and then Kotlin folder. Inside Kotlin folder we will be creating all our new files. Okay, new files. For now only one file is there, main.kt. Okay, so yes, you have mainly these options here inside hello Kotlin, src, and then main. This is the most important one. Okay, main.kt is there. So fun again is the keyword, main is the name of the function, and then we are passing some argument here, argument or parameter here, and that is name of the parameter is args, and that is of this type. Okay, I'll simplify it, don't worry at all. Then this is println, to print something. Try adding program arguments via so for now I'm removing this, and this is your hello world code. Now if you want to run it, you can see here multiple options are available. This is the run button, run main.kt. If I click on it, so you can see here, let's click on cross. So here it is trying to build something, and this is your output. This is your simple crisp output. Okay, so if I write here, maybe if you want to create, let's say, another function, you can do it fun test. You can pass parameters and body, and like that you can go about it, right? And I can just call this function here, like main is the driver function. So whenever I click on run no, so the compiler that searches for this method, the main function, so it will line by line go and execute everything. So as soon as I click on the run button, the compiler will check for, hey, where is the main function? Here it is, here at line number 1. So it will execute the line number 2, that is it will print hello world, and after that I'm calling the test function, right? So it will call the test function. I will say learning is fun and rewarding. I mean, when we learn something new, then only we get results out of it, right? We get some good projects, internships, jobs, scholarships, and so on. So again I will click on run, and yes, so you can see hello world, it executed the second line, and after that it called the test function here, and it executed line number 7, that is learning is fun and rewarding. Process finished with exit code 0. That's it. I mean, you got a basic idea of how to run the Kotlin code in Kotline Playground as well as in an IDE as well. So simple, no? If you are facing any issues, once again I'm saying, Just pause the video, go ahead and write down in the comment section what is the issue you are facing, and we are here for your help. Okay, awesome. So now let's move ahead, and what I will do is I'll do this screencast again and try to explain you even more significant, even more advanced concepts around Kotlin. Okay, so